Hello, my friends. Thanks for coming. I did a meditation recently because I wanted to know if spirituality was just another human construct, like the dogmas and the religions that we know in life. And so I did a meditation on this, and I'm listening to the meditation. I'll give you um, the answer the way I received it to this question. This will be a lot of fun to play with. Excuse me if there are pauses. There are some gaps in the meditation. And the meditation begins, my dear, there is only one truth, and that is that all is one. All is the same. It's the idea of unity. Separation is the illusion that we came to experience here. All the striving for unity with other life form, with the planet herself, even with the differently advanced creatures that we know are here from other star systems. This is the only truth that we must know. I ask, well, why the illusion of separation? And the answer is so we can find the truth of unity. And it doesn't matter what belief system, religion, or system that we interpret this unity with. This next teacher is beautiful, so hang on. There's a little bit of a gap here. He says something so profound near the beginning. I'm just waiting. The trust that I feel when I'm not exhausted and stressed in my life. The trust. I ask, is this also a construct to help me get through life? So the information comes, even though we might give up our safety to an overseer, another being, higher self, guides and angels. It is all the same as trusting ourself, because everything is in unity and harmony in ways that we cannot understand. So by feeling the trust in this separation, we've created the faith, we've created the trust, and it's real to us because we hold it, this feeling of trust or faith. It has to be very deeply felt and not as much evidence driven, but basically a lack of fear, primarily of death, knowing or hoping that our consciousness experience the benefits of our stories somehow persist, at least for a while. And I know this to be true, but the fearlessness of the transitions of birth and death and our transitions in life, that builds trust because it's always what we believe. And he used an example like our dogs are always playing with us to try and be happy because they know that happiness is the highest vibration here. And my husband held the highest vibration he could in the hospital. But religions came about because people wanted rules. We wanted guidelines. We wanted guardrails. And humans love rituals. There's been so many rituals throughout all the civilizations that have existed in this solar system, whether it's been on this planet or on other planets. because our physical body is so fragile and precarious. And we understand that death as the ending of the perceptions that we hold in life. Now, I personally know that something persists for a while. A dog from India convinced me of that irrevocably, of the afterlife. But he says religion fulfills a purpose to the people who are more recent arrivals on the planet. Religions tend to be followed more by younger souls than by older souls. But for older souls, religions are a vehicle for love, community, and service. But this teacher is referring to the using of dogma or precepts in religion to judge, to destroy, to gauge that one system is more true than another. This is a very young soul idea because it's the opposite of unity. So anytime you get into a dogma that is based on being the only way to achieve the goal, however it's defined, and normally in religion, it is about a reward system after we die, that the dogma have been used by younger souls to express righteousness and judgment and wars and killing. There was a lot in that last segment. And so now I'm on to another Christian teacher who says that love and forgiveness are the basic tenets of Christianity. For example, I've realized that I'm no different from my mother and my father. And this realization has made me regretful and apologetic about the storyline that we followed in the storyline, even though we were playing parts for each other. And I understand how the illusion of separation, when that is over, despite the story, I will feel unity with my parents. I will feel the oneness and the sameness. And sometimes in nature, I feel so blended and so merged in a sense of unity that I don't even know what the sense of self is anymore. And this feeling is the absence of separation, but I almost feel like I've lost myself. So if you take the aspects of spirituality, which at this point in human evolution, spirituality is very self-driven or individualistically driven interpretation of oneness or unity, not dependent on a code of conduct necessarily or the tenets of a religion. Spirituality is what each individual believes for themselves as being morally right, as being morally right for them as individuals. And so I ask, is individually spirituality just individual beliefs run riot? And they answer that spirituality is used by a whole gamut of people. For some people, spirituality has the sense of unity and oneness with us. And for others, spirituality is a very self-involved journey. And again, there's no right or wrong to which choice to unity or which journey to learning any individual takes. But individuality is a much more self-centered approach to unity, which sounds like a complete opposite, right? And so spirituality is when the individual picks and chooses what they want to believe, what they want to think. And spirituality is also handicapped by the lack of an accepted language for the way energy interacts with each other. There are so many spiritual influencers and teachers who have their own language for the energy of the oneness. And this is the real handicap of spirituality, is that it is always seeking a language to replace the dogma. And I want to stop the meditation there because there was so much in that meditation. I'd love to hear your comments. Please like, share. And until I see you again, my friends, please be well and please be blessed. Thanks for coming.